go, ladies and gentlemen. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're here at the National Sports Campus in Dublin, in Blanchardstown. So today I'm speaking at Zeminar. So you'll hear during my talk that public speaking has always been a massive passion of mine and I've always wanted to pursue it. But today, that dream's coming to reality. So I hope you enjoy the video. Sit back, relax, and let's see what happens.
Are you relaxed?
Not very relaxed now. I'm starting to freak out now. I was all good now this morning, but now that I'm starting to see the event, I think we walk in, you're going to see that I'm going to be shitting my pants.
People gonna keep on talking about me, but they don't understand the work that I do when they're not around me. They don't understand the life I chose, the nights alone, the highs and lows. They keep on talking about me, but they don't understand
what it feels like. Everything that's wrong always ending up to feel right. I know I've been gone, but my dreams becoming real life. The closer that I get, I feel like it's not even in sight.
Right, so we're just a couple minutes away, we're about 10 minutes away before we start. Just got a few pictures on the stage. I'm breaking it right now. Like, it's getting really nervous, seeing the stage, seeing the people outside. Getting nervous. Yeah, we'll show clips of all the people, the crowds and stuff afterwards, but it's fairly crazy right now. See someone coming in now. But cheers. Yeah, I'm getting a bit nervous now, but I'm still gonna pull it off, hopefully. Keep the fingers crossed, let's see how it goes.
I'm doing everything I wanted when I started off, and now I realize that this ain't what I thought it was. And everything is amazing until you got it, like that girl you really wanted, but then you wanna just cut her off. I got a problem with finally.
Yeah, first time wearing this sort of mic before, so a little bit nerve-wracking. Not that many people in the audience, so it should be handy enough to try and get my first outing and get a bit of experience with me. So keep the fingers crossed anyway, see how it goes.
Really wanna be, I'm busy working day and night. I'll never stop like Gary V. I'm coming for that MVP, aiming for that Hall of Fame. I don't mind if you don't like me, everyone gon' know my name.
people gonna keep on talking about me, but they don't.
Thank you. Right, lads, so I don't have an X Factor clip, unfortunately, so don't start waiting for that. We should be able to get kick-started now. So, quick background. Martin's 27, I'm 18 years old, so I'm only after doing my leaving cert. So, I'm only a couple of years older than you. I think I'm the youngest speaker here, actually. And I think in turn, I think I have a couple of interesting perspective on things. So, my name is Dara Jordan. And for the past 2 years, I have been terrified. And I'll explain why that's even relevant and why you should even listen to me saying that. So I named my talk Your Time, because I believe you're never too young to start. I started many of my things in my teenage years, and I think like people use an excuse that they're too young to follow their goals. So who's Dara Jordan? The only thing you need to know about me for context is I'm a normal 18-year-old. Again, only after doing my leaving cert. I'm on a gap year at the moment, just trying to figure out what I'm doing. So Cláiste Ballyclore. So I went secondary school in Cláiste Ballyclore in Claregalway, and I've always had a passion for business since I was young. And the school has really helped me kind of nurture that passion. So 12 years old, I went into secondary school in first year, and I entered the Beat Young Scientist. I had no idea what it was, no idea what I was signing up for, but the school pushed us to go into it. So we did. Myself, Sean and Connor signed up with a GAA handball project. First ever one ever in it. Little did we know. And we ended up walking away with 2 awards, unbeknownst to us. Now this really helped me along the way. It taught me how to deal with people older than me, networking wise, helped me with public speaking to help me what I'm doing right here today. And also a Microsoft Ambassador program. So I was a Microsoft Ambassador from 2nd year to 6th year. Now that sounds a lot more impressive than it really is. Basically all I do is I go around the country, speaking at conferences, talking to teachers about my opinion of tech in the classroom from a student's perspective. Again, really helped me with public speaking. Like I owe so much to my school for all the skills that they gave me throughout my 6 years. Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't know if some of you probably know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, but like I said, I had a really big passion for business, and in turn then I started watching business content. And when I started watching business content, I stumbled upon Gary Vaynerchuk. He's an entrepreneur and public speaker from New York City. But there's one line that he said that changed the entirety of my life at 16 years of age. He said, you have access to the whole entire world in your pocket. Why aren't you using it? So in a moment of inspiration, like many others, I started a YouTube channel. Now the lunacy in this was, I'd never made a video before, so I didn't know what I was doing. But I knew that if I never started, I'd never get better. So if you want to go back, this video's still up online. I screenshotted this when I was making this presentation last Wednesday, and I couldn't even bear to watch it. I skipped in 20 seconds, I took a screen clipping of it. It's unbearable, but if you want a good laugh after this, you can go watch that video. But I set out with the message of getting people out of their comfort zone, because I was terrified when I posted that first video. I didn't tell any of my friends, any of my family, because I knew the videos were terrible, but I knew I had to keep working away in it. So that's what I did. So by getting out of my comfort zone, and I also want to push people to put in the hard work and not make excuses. So I made every video to date on my phone, except for a couple that my friends have helped me with. Still, 1.5 thousand subscribers later, I still use my phone. So I did a triathlon on 2 months' notice. I did a charity skydive for the Galway Hospice. And one of my biggest fears, I held a tarantula earlier on this year. I see a few cringe in there, yeah. And then my passion for business is really supported by my family. So my dad started his business in 1995. And I know entrepreneurship is really cool right now, you know, all the girls and the cars and the boats. But all I saw from dad was be the first one in the morning and the last one out at night. And that's really pushed me along. And my mom, Sinead, who's there in the audience right now, she supported dad through everything and also supported me. So through YouTube, I found my love for marketing. And I was looking around the way businesses are doing it, and I thought I could do it better. I know that's what most teenagers think we can do, but I honestly believed it. So my friend approached me with an idea of starting promotional videos for companies. And I was like, there's no point giving a company a video if it gets 3 views. So I was like, I've been studying marketing in my spare time for the last few months. Should we start a marketing agency? We approached Jack McKenna, you can check him out on YouTube. He makes phenomenal videos. So I was the marketing, Eric was the IT, and Jack on the left makes the videos. And we founded Grafton Digital, our digital marketing agency. Again, the idea of starting a business and putting ourselves out there with money to lose, like the bit we kind of got together ourselves, and also the fact that if we very publicly said we were making the business, so if we failed, all our friends and family would know. But we went for it. And the first few months were tough, and we're only 1 year in now, nearly 1 year. And it had some bad months, but at the moment we're going from strength to strength. And honestly, I love doing the business right now. I know that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. And if I had never gone for it, I would have never found that out. In the same month, October 2018, I've always been a naturally inquisitive person. I always do interviews with people because I take inspiration from talking to other people. And I decided to start a podcast called Calculated Chaos. And I bring people on who have paved their own way and are inspirational. And that has been amazing. I've met phenomenal people and I've had amazing experiences through starting these 3 things. And then there's public speaking. So as you can see, I'm obviously up on stage right now, but I've spoken a couple other times. And I think I've always been drawn to public speaking because it absolutely terrifies me. If you've seen beforehand, and you'll see Keane, my videographer now, is recording there, but I'm so nervous getting up on stage. But I know the fact that it scares me so much, I need to get out of my comfort zone, because when I do it, amazing things happen over and over and over again. So on the left here, this is 1 year after the Beat Young Scientist. I was in 2nd year. And if I'm being honest, that talk was an absolute failure. We didn't prepare, it was a mess, there was really important people there. But you know what, we learned a lot from it. The talk on the right was on my 18th birthday this year, June 8th, in the middle of my leaving cert on a Saturday. I decided to go up to Dublin Castle instead of studying. And it was a startup event called the Start Summit. And Nora Casey, one of the dragons from Dragon's Den, was letting businesses come up and pitch their business. So I got up and gave my 30-second pitch or whatever, and I ended up coming off stage. A woman came up to me and said, "Can I have your business card?" Which is absolutely fine. And she's ended up being one of our biggest clients. But if I never got up on stage, I would have never gotten that client and met an amazing person who has an amazing product. So what does this mean for you? So I've been nervous, I pushed out of my comfort zone, started a business, started a YouTube channel, but what does this mean for you? So remember what I said at the beginning. I am a normal 18-year-old. I'm only after doing my leaving cert. The only difference between myself and yourself is probably a couple of years. Like, nothing I've done is spectacular. I am not special. I'm also not successful. I'm only 18. I've only taken a step to try and create a life that I want to live. And if I fail, at least I gave it a chance. So I feel like most people don't start because they're afraid. And being scared is 100% okay. It's okay to try and push yourself out of your comfort zone. It's a natural instinct that's designed to keep you alive. But letting fear stop you from chasing your goals is 100% not okay, because you live with regret. And I've talked to a lot of people since, starting YouTube and business. People come up and go, oh, I'd love to start a business, or I'd love to start a YouTube channel, but I'm afraid. And what are you afraid of? Oh, people think I'm stupid. Well, personally, yes, I care about other people's opinions. I'm only 18, I don't have it all figured out. But personally, I'm more afraid of regret. I don't want to look back at 60 and go, oh, I should have started that business, but Susie down the road said that it was a silly idea and that I wouldn't be successful. Think about that for a second. How silly does that sound? I don't know why, as a generation, and I'm guilty of it myself, but we care too much about what other people think, and in turn we stop it from chasing our own goals. So I think stepping forward, one of the main things I want you to take away is just think about that. When you're chasing your goal or going after something, what are you more afraid of? People's opinions who in 10 years' time you won't care about, or regret that will stay with you for the rest of your life? This is Matt Fraser, the fittest man on earth. And this is my favorite quote. And I'm not a big quote guy, but he said, "Today I will do what others won't, so tomorrow I can do what others can't." He's talking about athletics, but I think this applies to every area of life. Today, if I put in the work and I start working towards my goals, then tomorrow I'll be a little bit ahead of you. I know the whole talent and hard work thing comes in then, but I honestly believe in that. And I put in a bit of work every day, and I hope it pays off in the long term. And it has to date. And I hope it does keep doing that in the future. So thank you all so much for taking the time to listen to me. I really, really appreciate it. You can't believe how nervous I was before coming up here, but I hope you took something away from it. Just remember, when you're going to chase your goal or go after something, think in the back of your mind, are you more afraid of other people's opinions, or are you more afraid of regret? If you have any questions, feel free to come up and talk to me afterwards. I'm going to be floating around all day. I'd love to come up and have a chat. And if you can't think of it right now, you can send me a DM on Instagram or follow me on YouTube and stuff. And thank you all very much for listening. I hope you have an amazing day. And remember, it's your time. Go get after it. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. That was really good. I felt so comfortable up on stage. That was unbelievable. No, thank you very much. Felt amazing. All done now. Let's just go enjoy the day now. Thank you very much.
So we're here with Dara Jordan, who just finished his talk on the main stage. Dara, how was that for you?
It was absolutely amazing. The crowd, it was so amazing. Everyone getting a chance to listen. Like a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, I was there as a student. So the chance to come back as a speaker was absolutely amazing.
And you were saying in your talk that public speaking, you used to be confident at it. Now, from where I was standing, it looked like you knew exactly what you were doing. Were you nervous at all?
Absolutely, so terrified beforehand. Like, as in we have camera footage of beforehand, so afraid. But you know what? Like, it's pushing past that, getting out of your comfort zone, and amazing things seem to happen every time I do it. So I push myself, hopefully on a daily basis, to try and do that. So that was an example of it today.
Now, I'm going to ask you a very tough question, because you spoke about getting out of your comfort zone and how magical things happen when you do that. What's the biggest thing that you've done by breaking out of your comfort zone and taking the plunge, can you remember?
There's a good few things, because I started my YouTube channel last year and the whole mess was getting out of my comfort zone. So I did triathlon on 2 months' notice, a charity skydive on Terrified of Heights, held a tarantula in February of this year, and I'm petrified of small spiders. Even just starting a business, it's like an ongoing thing, and all of them in their own way are terrifying. And your fear of failure and other people's opinions, but every time I do it, I'm terrified. But I pushed through it, and it just leads to amazing things, and I met amazing people. Even being here today, sitting in the guest room, the amount of amazing speakers we have today. So I think just every time I push out of my comfort zone, amazing things happen, but I can't pick one, because just all of them are scary in their own right.
Well, it sounds like you've done it quite a lot. You mentioned earlier that you've been at Zeminar 3 years ago as a student.
Yeah.
So do you think, how has it grown since you were a student? How has it grown since?
It's amazing, as in I think just the whole stands, the whole aura of it, Zeminar seemed to have mastered at this point. 3 years ago it was still in infancy, it was only its second year, I think. So It wasn't as many people, but now in the National Sports Campus, now loads of space, plenty of room, everyone seems to know what they're doing, and it's running really smoothly. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the day and seeing how it goes.
Brilliant, well enjoy it, and thanks a million for talking to us. Well
Thank
done.
you very
Cheers.
much. Right, hey guys, so have a bit of time to reflect. About an hour after I finished speaking, it was amazing. Like, honestly, it was all a dream. I know you all just got to see it there. I was a little bit nervous to start off with, but I felt like I got into a flow during it. Genuinely, thank you all who watched it. I hope you get a little bit of inspiration from it. And even if one person takes action from that talk or watching this video, it was all worth it. Huge thank you to Zeminar, to Damien and all the team. It was absolutely amazing. Hope we get the chance to come back next year. And yeah, that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, go check out Cian's channel. Cian's recording for you today. Huge pleasure to have him along with me. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Good night, Relive.
I'm doing everything I wanted when I started off, and now I realize that this ain't what I thought it was. And everything is amazing until you got it, like that girl you really wanted, but then you wanna just cut her off. I gotta